sometimes you just want to build tank.
Exactly. The worst type of map is the one that forces you to make the tank, but the tanks, yeah.
I mean, imagine tanks. Yikes.
Yeah.
Ah.
I can imagine tanks, but I can't imagine Tech 1 tanks.
Tech 1 tanks? Out of the picture. T2 tanks? Pretty cool.
Exactly. That's exactly how it works.
100%.
That's unironically what I think.
Look, you got everything sorted out. You got your priorities straight. But we're seeing a few improvised build orders here. Of course, like Badlands, you've got the 4 hydros, but they're even closer. For the most part, although the 2 rear ones aren't near each other anymore. There's tons of rocks.
I'd say they're like all together. They're a bit closer, but like the fact that the 2 aren't close together, it makes it a bit more tough. But I guess you can rush this one really.
I like this
The
P-gen
BO though
placement from Yudi. Let me look at this zigzag.
Yeah, it's he did go for the 2 pigeons. Yeah, I think it's the right move to not walk with your ACU here because like building the 2 pigeons and then the hydro, you might say it's a bit less efficient, but you don't have to move with your ACU. Plus, you got all the reclaim, so it's more important to scale faster than to be efficient.
And you're moving your ACU in the wrong direction. Unlike on Badlands, where it is kind of the right direction to go, this is just, you're going backwards, and you never want to go backwards.
Yeah, UD is gonna stall a bit of E, but it's not gonna be like very long.
Tactical stall.
It's only -8 now, and his Hydro is almost done. Gimplex finished the Hydro a bit quicker. He also has a bit of a stall, I think. I think, like on a map like this,
it happens, you know. It's all right.
They both did the exact same thing. 4 pigeons into second Lance Factory.
Yudi's actually going to stop building his land factory to get additional pigeons, but Grimplex is already going to get those pigeons built into his build, so it's slightly more efficient.
Yudi rushed an instant air factory after the Hydro, and Grimplex made additional pigeons, so that's why Yudi needs to build more pigeons with his ACU. There's 1 lab, 2 labs out from Yudi.
2 labs? Oh, just coming out of the base now is the second lab.
There's nothing left to Gimplex.
Absolutely no scouts or defensive tanks in this vicinity, which could prove disastrous.
I honestly think that the Gimplex stays in base with his ACU for a bit too long. Same for Yudi. I think like just moving your ACU to the left from Gimplex to the 4 max expansion, then to the other 4. You know, considering that you scale up your build power quite quick at the start, considering you have all the reclaim, I'd say it's quite worth to do it. Yudi kind of misses the engineer. His lab completely goes into the wrong direction.
Where's this flare going? Oh, it got right-clicked onto the reclaiming engineer, which is quite near the base. No tank nearby, so it actually is going to be able to get that. And then it can actually double back and get the other one.
I guess it works out, but it was very risky. It could have easily died there.
Yeah, like an ACU. I mean, he's got the air scout, so I think he felt he was safe. But this is pretty good. You get the reclaim engie, you get the expanding engineer. I mean, you allow an additional mechs to be constructed, but who cares?
There's another lab on the right, although there's a tank that will be in range from Grimplex.
Just barely, though.
Oh, barely? Okay, now it's in range. If he micros it, he can kill the engineer, but... Oh,
nope, reclaim.
Nice, quick reclaim.
Excellent. And Grimplex will keep that alive. So damage... Oh no, the lab's getting into the back of the base. It's gonna break all the trees. Oh no.
Yeah. Yuri is walking with his SU to the expansion. Gameplex is still in his main base. Finally now he got given a move.
Oh, he wants to go directly across.
Yeah, that makes sense. Like, he already has an engineer to the other 2 mexes that he has left yet to build, so it kind of makes sense.
I guess he's got no plans to expand to the far left right away. Maybe we'll see some follow-up there. Nice bomber on the right, though. looking very scary.
Yeah, it needs to be careful though, because the altitude is so high that it might easily overshoot anything that it might target. Like, it's so high up in the air.
It has to descend. Yeah, and Yudi's actually being very careful with it. Doesn't quite get the turn he wants on that Engie, though. Gonna do a bit of a wide angle, but no Inties from Grimplex in the vicinity. So
On the left side, top left, there's a raid from Grimplex that might kill both engineers, but not until before they have the factory online, so...
But we saw a
That's
nice
the right
dodge from
time.
Grimplex down south. So Bomber will actually kill nothing and then get picked up by the Inties.
Okay, and Yudi should probably lose air here as well. 3 versus 2 Inties. And this Inties are idle, yeah, he will lose air here. Quite a mistake there.
Bit of a setback.
Yudi builds a PD with this SU before walking to the right, and I think that's a big mistake. That's completely unnecessary.
That seems, yeah, that seems a bit crazy. Why would you
Like
do that?
it's fine to have a PD there eventually, but you don't like delay your 4 maxes on the right by like a minute building that PD. Let's see, it's 25 seconds. That's like 35 seconds and the mass cost of a PD. That's those maxes will be like, all of them will be 35 seconds later, so it's gonna be like 500 mass almost. That will cost him at the start.
Yeah, and Grimplex is trying to make something happen on this right side here, but actually the AC is just going to clean it up. And it looks like Grimplex decided he actually does not want to go mid. He wants to secure the far left with his ACU. It's going to get there faster because he didn't build the PD.
Yeah. At least Yudi will kill some units for free. That got put in the exact right location. Grimplex seems to have a lot more units though. Maybe they're just more spread out.
No, he has almost double units. Like, Yudi has very few. What is he spending his money on? Does he have mexes? I mean, he's got more power. He's got a transport out. He's got multiple air factories.
He isn't making any mexes that I see.
Yeah, I don't see any mexes. But Grimplex just wants to build a tank, which I heard is the thing to do.
Yudi, I was about to say, I expect him to rush tech to land, and he's already got it finished.
All
so
right.
he will go into
Obsidians.
massive tech to spam Obsidians, and he will probably have support factories making blazes as well. To have a nice mix.
I kind of like it.
Yes. Although it's always a bit of a tough choice because, okay, you need to be a bit careful on the left side. Grimplex just kills tons of Auroras for free. Bit of an awkward formation as well. The thing is, Obsidians, they, you know, the classic issue is they overkill, right? Especially for already damaged units. If you mix Obsidians and Blazes, let's say, and you're fighting a Tech 1 army, like massive Tech 1 spam, then what do the Blazes really do? Because they do some damage to Tech 1 units, only for Obsidians to then overkill them anyway, right?
Yeah.
So they got a bit of an anti-synergy going on. The thing is though, Blazes are so cheap compared to Obsidians. I mean, you can say that they can tank for the Obsidians, but Obsidians are super tanky as well. It's a bit of a... I don't know, but it still feels natural to mix them too. If you only have Obsidians, it feels like you have a very slow and clunky army.
Alright,
That's
so
not the case if you mix some Blazes.
Yudi's going to go real passive real quick. He's getting rid of most of his production, he's upgrading support factories, and he's investing in multiple T2 mexes. So Grimplex is going to have a big window here to maybe just punch through and threaten Yudi's base. But he's not really going.
You would call this going passive. Also, you have to keep in mind that...
Right, he's not going passive, he's creating a window of opportunity for Grimplex.
Yeah, exactly. Like, he's just attacking up. Grimplex has 2k mass in storage, by the way. Can afford to spend it a bit more.
Well, he's just getting his T2 P-Gen now. I think that might be the
Yeah,
deal.
okay.
He doesn't have the power to spend it. Once
That's
the P-Gen's up, I'm sure that will go away. Yudi gonna lose his T2 Engie here, maybe.
Which one? Oh, there, yeah, heal.
Grimplex just walking in. Just be careful not to mass donate, but there's not a whole lot of resistance here.
This is the moment where Yudi is the weakest. I mean, I guess he has 3 Obsidians in mid. That is enough to chase that army away. Because 3 Obsidians is 1000 mass already, and they're clumped up. You can fight very efficiently with them. And it's on his side of the map, so Grimplex is being careful, which is the right move. What is important though, Grimplex has control of like the 3 mid reclaim fields at the moment. He isn't exactly getting a lot of reclaim from it though. But he does still have control over it. He is making Ilshies now as well. But let's see, Yuri is stalling quite a bit now.
He's getting gunned.
He's actually gonna be down on Echo because he passed his upgrading maxes now. And reclaim wise, actually he's ahead on Grimplex.
I mean, about 1k ahead. And he's got both plateaus,
Yeah.
which is going to be a nice advantage for the long term.
That's true, yeah.
Although a single Ulshi dropped onto either of those plateaus is going to secure it. We have a fight in the middle. Ulshis are now out. And another thing with Obsidians is they don't do great versus Ulshis. I mean, they have to close the distance, and that can be difficult on a map like this.
Yeah. But it depends, like, how you mark around. Like, this fight in mid, those 3 Obsidians, they're actually having a great time. Because, you know...
I mean, there's only one Ulshi here,
he's stalling power, well then they're not gonna have a great time.
Yeah. An Ulshi...
Like,
an Obsidian that stalls power is just a bad Blaze.
I mean, it's still better than a Blaze, but... It's actually, it has so little HP then, it's only 1200 HP if it doesn't have the field. So you can't stop power and... Okay,
Chrono.
Yuri is rushing the second pigeon now.
He's getting Chrono.
Chrono! Oh, pause it until your pigeon is done.
He doesn't believe in that, he's gonna rush it. It's fine.
I'd say Yuri killed too many of his Tech 1 factories, although he still has a shoe left. He doesn't have enough, like, fodder in his army, right? He's only going for high-tech units actually, although it might work out. It looks like he has almost no units, which is true, but all of his units are high quality, basically.
Yeah, they're very scary.
Not having any arties in his mix is a bit weird. The same can be said though for Grimplex. He has 5 Phobos.
It's even weirder for Grimplex. Like,
Yeah.
you're Seraphim versus Aeon. Why is your composition not half Zooey at this point?
Exactly, like as Aeon, there's an argument to be made because servers aren't great at dealing with armies. I still think I would mix in more, but like it can be argued against more. But not having Phobos is just almost a blunder. Like there's a critical part of literally any Serra army at any stage in the game.
All right, here comes the gun push from Grimplex. I mean, Obsidians are pretty scared of the gun push.
Yeah, he only has 1 storage though, which is not enough.
It is not.
He needs to make 1 and preferably 2 more, so he has a bit of a spare bank.
And Chrono is done, so we'll see the even scarier gun Chrono push on the right side, though a bit slower. I mean, Grimplex can defend it if he just builds a million T2 PD, but it's gonna be rough.
Yeah. Grimplex push for just a gun is a bit late. I'm surprised he didn't go Tech 2 into gun. Like, push would have been like 50 seconds later, but with the additional Tech 2, like right now he doesn't have intel around his issue at all, so just build a Russian radar there would be so... Like, he's being so... It's pretty dangerous what he's doing with his issue, because the thing about Obsidians is, they're weak to OC. But if you have a gun issue, and if all of a sudden 10 Obsidians are in range, you melt away.
It's very dangerous. And he doesn't have the E-Storage to one-shot them still. Which, can be a problem. Like, there's a lot of half-health Obsidians here that took 1 OC and just didn't care.
Yeah, this mid-army for Yudi, he has no intel, he's being kited away by these Ilshis. And I think the issue is, Yudi is just going for pure Obsidians. I've never really done it, I've not really seen it either, so I don't know how good it will be, but...
Oh, here comes the crush. They closed the distance, and now they're just going to melt the Ulshis alive.
Yeah, that's true.
Grimplex now sort of cut off from support, can't really make this push happen. But meanwhile, Yudi is transporting his ACU across the map directly onto this army position where Grimplex is nearby.
I like that. I like it a lot. Also, he kind of overwhelmed the right side and killed some mexes.
Alright, these Obsidians are kind of mass donating. But Grimplex is in massive danger. He knows the ACU is here. So he can
Yeah, he has intel on that. He is running away, but I think the biggest issue is that, let's see, he has 21 Ilshis right now and 33 Obsidians. And the right side expansion got kinda killed. The mid fight was a bit of a mass donation.
Yeah, this is like 5k mass here. I'm kind of concerned about that.
Yeah, that's a lot of mass. Impact is a bit slow getting it. He is preparing tech to PDs, which is the right move as well. Although his SU needs to run.
Yeah, just keep running, buddy. You can't fight here.
Like
Not today.
You can't fight that SU at all.
I mean, he needs to get like Nano, or maybe Regen or T2 or something really, or please a second energy storage.
Yeah, he needs that, and he needs tech to PDs. Like the counter to when a Chrono SU are PDs after all.
Oh, and here come gunships.
This might just be dead.
Yeah, he has to send in the whole army now, and air to drive the gunships away. But the Chrono is going to come in and stun the Ilshis as they try to assist.
He doesn't have air. He just made gunships without having air.
Alright, so that wasn't as effective as it could have been.
Yeah.
He's still at full health. He's going to keep kiting away. Chrono doing work. Grimlock's trying to keep his army alive. But it's a bit of a struggle.
They're both overflowing like 1k powers for OC, so they OC at the same rate.
Now he has gunships.
Though,
Sniping the flak. Is this the only flak? It's the only flak! You just focus the UD's ACU!
I mean, he doesn't have a lot of gunships, so it will take a lot of time, especially considering UD has shields as well, but...
Yeah, but he can force the ACU away, which is the real scary part of this army.
I think UD can't stay here, maybe? Although Grimeplex keeps going back into range. The thing is, he is like completely safe. UD is on the clock here, but Grimeplex is kinda... You know, he's not scared of that, but I think he should be.
He's flirting with danger here. UD going to go in on the ACU here. They're now in range. Grimplex is just not on the right side of the map. His units are on the right. He's by himself. The ACU has one shield and it's going to go down, but he's running out of room to run away. Oh, beautiful OC on 3 Obsidians.
UD is clearly... I think I know. Yeah, okay. Grimlex is making transport. That's exactly what I wanted to say. If he had a transport, he could easily get out and at the very least get a draw, because UD would have to control K. It's just that it will be too late. He's gonna be dead.
He's gonna be dead? Wow, look at that. UD's staying alive. 3k HP left on the ACU. He would have died if Grimflex had just run away a bit more. Or gotten the transport first.
Lives on 400 HP at the end.
Disgusting.
Actually, if like UD would have died a nanoseconds before the game would have stopped, would it count as a draw?
It depends. The game's a bit finicky. It depends what the result reported is. Usually if, like, there's a very short window after you die, that if you die, it will count as draw.
Yeah, exactly, but...
But sometimes like, it'll be too long, and you'll still be dead, but it won't count as draw.
Yeah, like, we all know that the report thing is buggy, so...
And sometimes it'll report as, like, unknown result, and then I have to make a determination.
Yeah.